Thank you for coming back to my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. Please subscribe to my channel, please leave your thumbs up, and please leave your comments. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all the support that you give me on this channel, allowing me to do this. Okay, let's get into this. Y'all, I will start by saying Joe Biden owes the people that's on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA a check for $4,000, no less than $4,000. This would be what he promised. He promised a $2,000 stimulus check for these people. Nobody has seen it yet. Now, people's going to argue, the people that loves Biden, they're going to say that you did get it. No, you didn't. You got $1,400 from President Trump, and you got $600 from Biden. Joe Biden still owes these people a $2,000 stimulus check. And he also promised them a $200 raise on their Social Security checks. That was 10 months ago. So that's another $2,000. So the way I see it, Joe Biden promised you this money. Now he owes it to you, $4,000, no less than. This is what he promised you all throughout his campaign. It's the biggest reason he's in office today. But really and truly, sadly to say, this was all a lie from our liar-in-chief. You know, maybe I'm being too harsh on him. Maybe it wasn't a lie. Maybe he just don't remember. As soon as he gets back into his basement where his medications is kept, maybe he'll take his medications and then maybe he'll start remembering things again. Bernie Sanders said that he knows Joe Manchin is wanting a $1.5 trillion package, and that is totally unacceptable to him, the American people, and Joe Biden. He went on to say that he still believes that they will, in the end, sit down and come up with an agreement and make a plan to get this done, get help for the American people, for all the American people. Bernie Sanders said that we have to reform Medicare, reduce the age from 65 to 60, and include vision, hearing, and dental. Now, y'all, this makes me remember in my comments yesterday, it just goes back to what I've always said. People hears and sees what they want to hear and see. Put words in your mouth and then call it a promise. Well, I had a comment yesterday that someone said that this $1,000 voucher that they're trying to get passed to pay for the cost of Medicare. Somebody said, are they going to give $1,000 for each vision, dental, and hearing? That is not what we're talking about at all. Again, people hears what they want to hear. Go back and watch my previous videos throughout last week. That way you will have a better understanding about it. No, they're not going to give you $3,000 to cover the cost of these items. They're going to give you one check. They're trying to give you one check for $1,000 to cover the cost of your Medicare premium. Nancy Pelosi wants this whole thing to be in writing by September the 27th. Joe Manchin, he said it's no way this will happen. Yeah, because he's standing in the way of everything. He's going to make sure it don't happen. Sanders was asked, will it happen by September the 27th? Sanders says a few days before, a few days after really don't make a whole lot of difference. But we have to act with a sense of urgency for the American people. One of Joe Manchin's stumbling blocks on this whole bill was a 28% tax on big corporation. You know, Amazon, they don't pay a Walmart, they pay very little compared to what they make. And don't even get me started on Big Pharma. Basically, Joe Manchin is fighting for his big campaign donors. He is so deep in their back pockets, he can smell it before they even fart. Not one Republican is for the child tax credit. And the child tax credit don't cost anything. Y'all, I know the people on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, they need help. But this is something that happens every year. The child tax credit. It's happened every year forever. It will continue to happen forever. The only difference with this child tax credit is, do they get it all in one lump sum on their income tax, or do they get small monthly checks every month? That's the only thing that's happened. This does not cost anything. But Joe Manchin is not for it. Sanders said that this whole package could be paid for with just the tax revenue from the big corporations paying their fair share. But Manchin don't want his buddies to pay anything. He's happy with Amazon not paying a penny, Walmart paying very little, Big Pharma charging you out the yang yang for your every month and not paying much taxes at all. He is for this. Okay, so now if we can't get this bill passed without Joe Manchin's yes vote, how can we get it done? I've got two ways we can get it done. We start a big campaign, an ad campaign on all social media. Now I know social media censors a lot of stuff, but they don't censor money, and if we pay them, they have to run our ads. If we pay them enough. So we start a big ad campaign on all social media and all TVs, letting the people in Manchin's state know that the reason they're not getting any help is because of Joe Manchin's no vote. He will be the only one standing in the way. Well, him and Sinema, but Sinema will follow his Manchin's lead. I think she's wanting a little more than what we know about there. But let the people in his state know that the reason they're not getting the help is because of their senator. And see how fast they vote him out. And y'all, there is another way we could get around this without Joe Manchin, but I can't talk about it here. After all, this is YouTube, right? I wish we had a platform where we was completely free to say what we want to say. Y'all, neither bill will pass without Joe Manchin's yes vote. So let's blow up Joe Manchin's phone line. Let's let him know how we feel. Even Joe Manchin himself says that the first infrastructure package, we've been fighting for that for 30 years. It needs to get passed. Well, he's holding it up now, because both packages has to pass or neither passes. So he says one thing out of one side of his mouth and then says something else out of the other side of his mouth. Okay, y'all, this is totally off topic, but I got to get it out. I got to get it out of my chest. You know these YouTubers, they burn me up. When I first started this almost 2 years ago, it was like 4 of us here, and all of these YouTube channels about stimulus was about truth and integrity. Not so much today. You know, I always talk about the one that makes like 4 videos a day, but I don't think I will say anything about that person again. I want to let him have his 4 videos a day. The thing that got me was yesterday I went looking around. There's one guy out in California that I really never really look at his channel because I don't want to drink the purple stuff. I don't want to